Leni Robredo's story is one of resilience, grace, and a deep commitment to service. Born into a humble family in Naga City, Leni was raised with values of integrity and hard work. She never anticipated the political path she would later walk. Her first public service role came after the untimely death of her husband, Secretary Leni Robredo, a well-respected public servant, in a tragic plane crash in 2012. Despite the overwhelming grief, Leni didn't retreat. Instead, she stepped up, running for Congress in 2013. Her campaign was rooted in honesty, and her vision for the country focused on uplifting the marginalized. Leni won, representing the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, and earned a reputation for her deep understanding of the struggles faced by ordinary Filipinos. In 2016, Leni made history as she was elected the 14th Vice President of the Philippines. During her tenure, she focused on programs that provided direct support to communities, especially those affected by poverty. One of her key initiatives was Angat Buhay, the largest non-government organization initiative in the Philippines. Through Angat Buhay, Leni created partnerships with businesses, NGOs, and local government units to provide critical services like education, livelihood, and disaster relief to those who needed it most. Leni's leadership was characterized by her calm yet determined approach. She didn't seek the limelight, but focused on solving problems. But her rise to prominence wasn't without controversy. She faced a fierce political battle, particularly during the Marcos Duterte administration. Her critics often painted her as weak or lacking the political clout to lead. Some even attempted to discredit her by alleging that her leadership was nothing more than a symbol with no real power. Despite these setbacks, Leni proved her critics wrong. She continued her advocacy work, even as vice president, constantly confronting barriers thrown in her path. The 2022 presidential elections saw her stepping into the most difficult challenge of her career, running against the might of the Marcos and Duterte political machinery. Despite an inspiring campaign, she fell short in the election. But rather than accept defeat as a setback, Leni viewed it as an opportunity to keep serving, particularly through her work with Angat Buhay and her continued support of various grassroots programs. Her legacy is not just in the political titles she held, but in her embodiment of integrity, service, and resilience. Leni Robredo may have faced controversies and battles, but her unwavering focus on the welfare of the Filipino people, especially the poor, cemented her status as one of the most respected political figures in recent Philippine history.